You know, the essence of the guru-disciple relationship is not transactional, but truly transformational. It's not about approaching the guru for some worldly gains, but about surrendering all selfish motives and aligning one's life with the divine will. True service to the guru isn't just about physical proximity or routine acts of devotion, but rather the merging of the disciple's will into the guru's. On the path of sadhana, it's this surrender that actually yields the ultimate fruit: love for God and liberation from Pravachan. The words of saints time and again emphasize this complete and inward surrender as the highest form of service. So, what after all is the object of meditation, prayer, religious mortification, rules, sacrifices, and all that? The attainment of God, or Guru? If He Himself comes to you, then where is the need for all the effort of sadhanas? Not only is all that not required, but if undertaken, it may only lead to pride of doership, which will actually injure the purpose. Now that you have submitted to Guru, accept with gladness whatever happens, treating everything as His doing and will. See my hand in everything that happens, everything you do. What do you think is real devotion to the Guru? Well, it does not consist only in bodily service, but in implicit obedience to Him. Of those who come to me, most have in their mind some worldly object, like financial betterment, a child, cure from illness, and so on. In effect, they come not to serve but to be served. You should come not for having a worldly desire fulfilled, but to seek the true fruition of human life. Occasionally I may grant a little of what a disciple desires, but it may be only like beguiling a child with candy to make it take a medicine. That you ascribe omniscience to me is only superficial. If it were earnest, you would take care to do nothing underhand or sinful. Only he who has completely identified himself with me can really feel that I am truly omniscient. Surrendering yourself to the Guru implies, or rather, it really necessitates, that your mind completely merges with mine. If you achieve that, you are in effect with me, even if you are physically away, at a distance. I would like you to be free and frank with me, just like a child is with its mother. Open your heart to me. What trouble and expense you undergo to come here to meet me, and yet, when you return home, you go with empty hands, and it is this that pains me most. What you have really to pick up from me is love for God, and this is what you cannot obtain elsewhere. True relief from the toils of prapancha can only come from nama-smarana. He who wants to meet me, be with me, must come with the utmost regard for nama. Indeed, to love me is to love nama, and vice versa. Sri Abhinavagupta, the towering Kashmiri Shaivite philosopher and mystic, really exemplified the highest form of Guru Seva not just through, action, but through the complete fusion of his consciousness with his Guru's intent. Though he was celebrated as a polymath and prolific writer, his own accounts, and those from his disciples, emphasize that his real transformation occurred under the guidance of his Guru Sri Shambhunatha and Yogini Amba. There's a beautiful incident recorded in the traditions of the Trika lineage. Abhinavagupta, while deeply learned even in his youth, was once troubled by subtle pride and intellectual restlessness. He sought out the tantric master Shambhunatha, who gave him no lectures or philosophical clarifications, only silence and a set of rigorous inner sadhanas. Abhinavagupta at first resisted, but eventually surrendered entirely. It was only through this surrender, when his brilliant mind merged into the still ocean of the Guru's will, that he attained the state of Sahaja Samadhi and was able to write the Tantraloka, the magnum opus of non-dual Shaivism. He later confessed in his writings that all his knowledge, insight, and bliss arose solely because of his total identification with the Guru's consciousness. He wrote that seeing the world through the Guru's eyes alone was the beginning of real jnana. This is the highest form of service, not mere obedience, but oneness in spirit. True guru-bhakti is not in clinging to the Guru for personal gain, but in dissolving one's ego in the light of the Guru's wisdom. To approach the Guru as a source of divine love, not as a wish-fulfilling tree, is the beginning of real discipleship. If we do not return from our time with the Guru with deeper love for God and stronger resolve for nama-smarana, we have returned empty-handed. Let us resolve that our relationship with the Guru be one of soul-level communion. To love the Guru is to love Nama, and to love Nama is to live a life of divine remembrance, contentment, and joy. This alone is the true relief from Prapancha.